Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on this cool new package that I found whilst I was looking for microservices in Node.js. I came across this package called Micro. You guys may have already heard about it. It seems like a really basic implementation of Express, really bare bones, nice and easy to use. They expose a command called micro, which you can use just to get the server up and running. It uses all the cool new ES6 features. It just seems pretty cool. But what really caught my eye was when I went to their website, it's Zeit.co. It seems like they also do really simple cloud deployments. And it's the way that they do it which seems really interesting to me. There's two different ways to do it. You can download their desktop app. They have versions for Mac, Windows, and Linux as well. In Mac, it just adds this little button to your taskbar. The installation process is really quick and simple. Just a few clicks and you're done. Whilst you're doing that, it also asks you to install Now, which is their CLI package, which is the other way that you can do deployments. Once you have your project up and running, you just drag and drop it into the taskbar and it uploads the files. It runs npm install. If you're in a Docker container, it works with that too. It's just really cool. Or you can just type now in your CLI, in your terminal, and that's it. Will do the same process. Seems pretty cool. So I thought, why not give it a little run through and see how easy it actually is. So I thought, okay, let's create a little endpoint that just flips a coin and just returns heads or tails. Nothing too complicated. Just want to test out the features of the microservice and see how fast it is and see how easy it is to develop on. So let's get this going. So I'm going to create a new folder called coin flip, and I'll go into it. I'll be using npm obviously, so I'll initialize my package JSON file, and literally the only package I'm going to be using is micro. It doesn't even seem like you have to use micro to use their cloud deployment. I think the only thing that it requires is for you to have your startup script in the npm start in your package JSON. So now we have everything installed. We can put that into our IDE. Here we can add micro as a start script. That's it. And the only file that we're actually going to be using is this one here, index.js. If you want to call it something different, all you have to do is change that and it will load that one. And from the documentation, it seems like all we need to do is just return a function with the standard request and response objects. And whatever that function returns is what gets output. So let's test that out just to make sure we've done everything right. So module.exports equals request and response, and we'll just return hello world, the classic, just to make sure that everything's working. When we come back to our terminal, we just type npm start. It's gonna spin up a server on port 3000, and it's even gonna copy that address to our clipboard. So all we have to do is go to our browser, and when we paste that in, we should see hello world. Awesome. All right, cool. So let's make this coin flip app. The way I imagine it working is that we'll generate a random number, and if that number is odd, then we'll output heads, and if it's even, we'll output tails. Really, really simple, nothing much to it. So let's go ahead and create our random number method. We'll give it a precision parameter, just so that we can specify how random we want the number to be. So we'll just basically say that we want to return a whole number, a whole random number between 0 and whatever that precision number is. That means that the higher the precision, the more random that number will be. So let's go ahead and change our module exports. So we can create a variable called coin, and it's going to get that random number. We'll set our precision to like 1,000. You know, we can even do 10,000, why not? And then we'll get the remainder. If there is a remainder, so it's odd, so odd equals heads, even equals tails. So if we have a remainder, it's odd, so it will be heads, otherwise it will be tails. And then we can just return an object just to make it look a little bit better, and our data will be the coin. Cool. And that should be it. And so we can cancel this and start it back up. Hopefully there's no errors. And then when we refresh, cool, tails, let's make sure that it is random. Getting a bunch of tails, heads, cool. All right, awesome. So we have our little microservice going. That was pretty painless. So according to Zeit, all I should have to do is type now. So let's do that. So it tells me it's deploying to Node version 7.6.0. I don't know if there's a way to change that. I'm sure there is some options there as well. We can figure that out. The guy just downloads it. That's awkward. Alright, seems like it's done something. Here we go. So it's building, it did the npm install, it installed our micro package, awesome. It ran npm start, which ran micro and deployment completed. Up here it tells me the URL, and it even copied it to the clipboard, so that's useful too. And so when we open a new tab here, awesome, there it is. Sweet. Make sure that's actually random too. Getting a bunch of heads this time. Tails, cool. You know, it's not the best implementation, but it does the job. And so we can actually see what we've deployed. If we go in the taskbar in the desktop app, we can see a list of our deployments here. And then we can, I guess, delete them, copy the URL, or open them in our browser. So that's really cool. I thought it was pretty interesting. We got something up and running in, you know, less than 10 minutes. And it was just cool to see what people are doing out there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, just so that I know to do more of these, and check out the other videos in my channel and subscribe if you like them too. Thanks guys.